What's up, Dog Squad? Chuck, just back in another video on the channel today. And in today's video, we are just a couple days from Christmas, a day from Christmas Eve, and we are going to be doing Week 16 NFL predictions. Now, in this prediction, I do not have the Thursday Night Football game, of course, because, well, that was Thursday, and I do not have the game, the Bengals-Steelers game, because it's, by the time I post, this will be, the game will be going and all that. I just don't mess with it. But yeah, that's what we're gonna do all the rest of the picks for the remaining game today between the Bills Chargers, the tomorrow's games, and then Monday's Christmas game, especially Ravens Niners, and of course Dallas Cowboys Dolphins. That'll be included. Before we get into this video, make sure to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you notice one of the videos. If you want to have a great Christmas, then smash the like button. Let me know what you are wanting for Christmas in the comments. Who your favorite team is in the comments, maybe. Let me know all that in the comments section below. And now, without further ado, let's get right into this video. Here we go, Dog Squad. We got Week 16 NFL predictions. By Trade Like 60, of course. Christmas background for everything. The last time we did a video was Thanksgiving for predictions. So that was the last time. So hopefully we'll be doing one next week for Week 17. Perhaps Week 18, and we can get it like maybe on Monday, but it's way too early for that. So we probably won't get it done. We'll have to do a short for that probably. Maybe Week 18, a video. Depends on how much time I have and all that. Alright, so we go week by week and overall NFL predictions. So you've had some good weeks. You've had a lot of good weeks, actually. Last week, you did finish out at 10-6 of the week. That was a good week. It could have been better. You know, we've had week 13 was terrible. It wasn't terrible, but it wasn't the best. The only worst week we've ever had was Week 7. That was flat out bad. But that wasn't the best we wanted. But last week we did finish 10-6. Hopefully to do well this week. Got 3 more weeks of NFL season before we get to the playoff predictions. I'm currently 146.79. That's including all my picks. Not just the ones I'm on YouTube due to me not doing Thursday Night Football predictions. So yeah. Alright, so we're going to start off with tonight's game. Bills at 8-6 taking on the Chargers at 5-9. Basically, I said this week that they should be out of the playoffs already. The Chargers should. Bills still trying to fight for it. 7 o'clock p.m. Central Time on Peacock. It's tonight's game. Bills, I believe, we won at 42-17. Too much dominance. Chargers, I don't think they're going to find anything. If they get a miracle upset, that will be big. But the Bills currently coming on the road, coming off that big win over us, and a couple weeks ago over that big win over the Chiefs. They're doing well. They're still trying to fight a very dangerous team, especially with Josh Allen. Even though he can be a turnover machine, he still leads the league and maybe leads the league in touchdowns as well. He's up there with a lot of other players, with Dak and all of them. But still a dangerous team. Defense obviously hasn't been the best. They've been up and down a little bit, but they have a good defense, a very talented defense that can stop that Chargers offense, especially with Justin Herbert. I don't think this is really going to be a big decision. I think Bill's definitely going to take care of business. I don't think this will be a trap game. I think it could always be close, but I don't think it will. All right, Colts 8-6 taking on the Falcons, set in 6-8, 12 p.m. Central Time on Fox. This starts the Sunday, Christmas Eve game. So, well, this is a game that was kind of determining a decision, but I just don't trust the Falcons. Arthur Smith's not that coach really that you need to have, and you got Desmond Ridder. Maybe if you put in Heineke, maybe they can bounce back, but the Colts have way too much talent. I do think they're going to have a good win. It's going to be close. The Falcons are going to give up a fight, but I think, you got Gardner Minshew stepping up for that in that play. I think Anthony Richardson could do better. The defense is just so much better than it used to be. It's a great defense. To stop that Falcons offense, maybe by John Robinson, definitely going to help. It's going to be close because I think the Falcons will give a fight, but I don't think they'll get the win. Colts do. I believe they go to 9-6. Falcons drop to 6-9. All right, Packers sitting at 6-8, who haven't been the best the past couple games, sitting at the Panthers, one of the worst teams, 2-12, 12 p.m. Central Time on Fox, so on Sunday. Panthers coming off a win against the Falcons, exactly why I also picked the Falcons to lose. The Packers, I think, are going to take care of business, get the win, get out of there, and go. 27-7, so I think it's going to be a little ugly in the first quarter, and maybe the second quarter, but I think they'll get the good explosive third and fourth, kind of like what we did when we went to Carolina, but they get the win by 20. Not only much to say there. All right, you got the Browns sitting at 9-5, taking on the Texans 8-6, 12 p.m. Central Time on CBS. Yeah, you were trying to fight with the Tennessee Titans last week, who I know they beat the Dolphins, but you were trying to fight them last week. Browns definitely know how to play. They got a good defense to stop the offense. An injured offense like that will be their best deal. Defense, I don't think could help Joe Flacco enough, but that's where they're going to get those points. I think to make it 31-24. This Browns team is definitely changed up. Texans, I think they're going to make it slightly out of the playoffs, but I think they'll get the win over the. I think they'll get the win over the Texans. Browns do get the dub. They go to 10-5 as well as the Texans go to 8-7 of the year. All right, the Lions sitting at a 10-4, taking on the Vikings 7-7, 12 p.m. Central Time on Fox. I was gonna say the Lions may lose. This is gonna be a close game. I think the Vikings are gonna give them all. With a backup quarterback, they've had some quarterback trouble. I think the Lions offense does go against the Vikings defense and do really well against them. I think they put up some. I think Jared Goff has a great game. Maybe not the best he's ever had, but I think he does have a great game. I think Monte Brown will get a couple. Will get like a TD. I'll put David Montgomery getting a TD. I think there'll also be a pick six in this game. I don't think the Vikings will actually have, but their defense performance may hold them enough where the offense can get down the field and score to make this a close game. They've got a team to do it. I think especially being at home, the Lions can put up some ugly games sometimes, but they're going to give them a fight. I think the Lions are definitely a team to win this game, and I think it will matter because I think they will secure the division. I think their loss coming from Minnesota will be at the end. But maybe if it if it has their chances of being number one, I don't think they'll be able to try to have a stop against the. I don't think they're going to care, so they could lose that first at the end of the year when they play the Vikings in a couple weeks in the Week 18. So I do think the Lions get the win though this time. All right, Commanders, Warrenton sitting Jets 5-9, 12 p.m. Central Time on CBS. This is going to be an ugly game, but I do think the Commanders have a bit of a better offense. They've got a much better, I think their better offense, I think is going to be that. Jets defense is good, and they got a good defense. That's what's going to make it close. What's going to make it a low-scoring game is that defense is not going to be able to. Both defense and both offense are terrible. It's going to make a low-scoring game. I think the Commanders do come out on top this time, as well as the Jets. I don't think will get the dub in New York. I do think the Commanders get the upset. I do think they get the win. I think they're going to be able to go against that Jets defense and go over. And they've got a talented team. Sam Howell's a talented quarterback. They're going to go over, I think, a good Jets defense, but I think they'll get the win by edge. They'll win with a game-winning field goal, 13-10. Commanders get their first win in a while. Seahawks sitting at 7-7 after a big win, much needed win for the Cowboys over the Philadelphia Eagles, and much needed win for them at the Titans, who are eliminated 5-9, 12 p.m. Central Time on CBS. Seahawks keep rolling. They get the job. I don't know who's starting. I think it may be still Drew Lock, but they get the win over the Tennessee Titans, 35-24. They go against that Tennessee team. That the 24 points is coming from Will Levis balling out and going against a bad secondary for the Seattle Seahawks. Well, not bad, but just not as good, actually. So that's why they get the 24 points, but Seattle's offense keeps moving, 35-24. All right, Jags 8-6, Buccaneers 7-7, 3:05 p.m. Central Time on CBS. I do think the Bucs will get the win. Bucs have shown so much. Baker Mayfield has shown a lot for the Buccaneers to handle this team. Jags starting to kind of fall apart. I don't think they bounce back, especially being on the road. They've had some trouble. Grayson Weems, if you're watching this, he's one of my friends. I'm very sorry to say I think the Jags do lose this game, but they can prove me wrong. They've got some talent, but I do think the Bucs have a lot of momentum going into this game. Jags have started to fall apart. Bucs, Baker Mayfield and Mike Evans, a really good duo, can handle them in ways, and I think they're going to be able to get the dub by 7 over the Jaguars. They go to 8-7. They go back in the winning column. All right, giving the Cardinals 3-11 at Bears 5-9, 3:25 p.m. Central Time on Fox. This will be a game. Justin Fields and Kyler Murray, the basically running quarterbacks, are going to go up against each other. No. And the Cardinals offense can do some stuff. Bears may not be able to do it, but I think the Bears are a sneaky team. I think they're the better. These are two sneaky teams, but one's sitting at home. I think one's going to win this game. Cardinals were sneaky last week, but they seem to do so much better at home when they're trying to play those. On the road, maybe. I mean, they did beat the Steelers, so. But the Bears, they can do better. I think they'll get the sneak. Even though Cardinals had a good performance last week against San Francisco, I think the Bears, I do think get the win with Justin Fields having a great day. Kyler Murray does too, but I do think this is going to be a low-scoring, not so high of an offense team where both it's just drop passes or something like that. I do think the Bears do edge past the win over, especially DJ Moore. in company with Justin Fields getting the dub over the Cardinals. All right, this is the Cowboys 10-4 at the Dolphins 10-4. Great game, great matchup, even though I wasn't a neither fan. 3:25 p.m. Central Time on Fox. I do believe the Cowboys will edge, but this one will be back and I believe back and forth a little bit. This will probably be a little bit of a shootout, but I think the Dallas Cowboys come past at the end with Dak having about 3 TDs, Tua having about 2 or 3. I do think Tyreek gets a touchdown. The Dallas Cowboys do go up and down the whole entire game in the roller coaster on that run defense. As well, they had trouble last week against the Bills. They're going to have the Dolphins have a good front on their run defense. We're gonna have trouble running the ball, but I think their pass is I think it's gonna be good enough to handle against Jalen Ramsey and Javion Howard if he plays. But we'll have to see. But the Cowboys get the job done, 34-27. They go to 11-4, get their NFC East hopes and 22 seed hopes alive. Dolphins drop down, and they may have their chances blown for the AFC East. All right, Patriots sitting at 3-11 at Broncos sitting at 7-7. 7:15 p.m. Central Time on NFL Network. Yeah, Broncos, they've got to. That defense is good, but I think they'll make some mistakes, but I think this will be a game where it'll be like 10-7 or something, 10-10, like in the first half, and then the Broncos roll in, they ride. The Broncos country, they ride. Yeah, they run, and they get the ball. Russell Wilson has a good second half, completed maybe to Sutton, Jerry Jeudy, whoever they want to throw to, and they want to Johnson, everybody that they can go to. Patriots have a low second half, and this will be the second half performance by the Broncos getting the dub. Offense can't produce anything. All right, so we got first Christmas Day out of 3, so that ends Christmas Eve, and now we're on to Christmas Day. I think the Kansas City Chiefs will be just like last time. They'll be down like 17-7 or something like that, and then they'll come back in the second half. Mahomes will do his magic, and Kelsey will have a better game than last week. They'll make plays. They'll get the win. Raiders still kind of try to keep going, but this will be a game to watch. I really think the Kansas City Chiefs will have this as a trap game for a little bit, and then they won't let up, and they'll have a 33-24 win. As well as Raiders, I think they're going to be really aggressive next year. I think they can get better. They just not this is not the year. They can get in the playoffs, but I just don't think they will as of right now. They're not the team to handle that against those really good teams. All right, here we got Giants 5-9, Eagles 10-4, 3:30 p.m. Central Time on Fox. Yeah, Christmas Day. I really hope the Eagles lose this game. This was a prediction I'll take to get wrong, but the Eagles, I do think, will bounce back. It'll be a little ugly at the beginning, maybe like a 13-7, and then the Eagles just keep pounding through, push everywhere. Jalen Hurts has a better game than last week. DeVito tries, but can't do anything. It does a couple picks, and that's what happens. I think that secondary will still play better, but they'll be average in tomorrow's game against the Giants. All right, got the big, maybe Super Bowl preview. Ravens 11-3 at the Niners 11-3. 7:20 p.m. Central Time on ESPN. That's the last game of Week 16. It's Christmas night. This is going to be a high-scoring game. I think both teams will have a double-digit lead, about maybe a 10 to 13-point lead over each other at one point, but the offenses keep rolling. Defenses keep trying, but they can't get going. This will be a big high-scoring game. Ravens keep pulling ahead. Lamar Jackson and Brock Purdy throwing out their MVPs. So does Christian McCaffrey. But the Niners get they have the better offense. They get the better job. The defenses, I think, is better for them. They get the win at home. They're dominant at home, and that's what they showed on Christmas night with a win, 42-38 over that Baltimore offense and talented defense of what they're doing. Well, that's going to be it today, Dog Squad. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all have a Merry Christmas. We got Christmas Eve tomorrow, Christmas Day on Monday, a lot of football, I hope you'll get presents. Have fun. I'll show y'all what I get, and maybe some Cowboy stuff on the wall. Hope y'all enjoy. Hope y'all like this, by the way. Got my pop figures. I asked for NFL pop figures as well. I asked for a Paula jersey, so I'll be able to wear that. I got a lot more stuff. Hope y'all have a Merry Christmas, and I will see you in the next video. See you, Dog Squad. Peace.